Welcome to BTS Heart. Was Jimin really holding something back when the camera captured his reaction to Jungkook during BTS's first day of concerts in Chicago? Or was there simply a small moment between two longtime group members that only they truly understood? That question has quickly become one of the most talked about moments among ARMY. After several concert clips showed Jimin looking toward Jungkook with an expression that fans interpreted in very different ways for just a few seconds. The camera caught Jimin's face while Jungkook was nearby on stage. His expression appeared to change, and almost immediately, fans began asking questions. Was Jimin reacting to something Jungkook had said or done? Was he simply paying close attention to another member during the performance? Or was it just a completely natural facial expression that happened to look more emotional because of the camera angle and the intensity of the concert? At this point, there is no official statement from Jimin or BTS explaining what the expression meant, so there is no way to confirm that the moment represented something serious or hidden. And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly what made the clip so interesting. Chicago was already a huge moment for BTS and ARMY. After months of preparation, travel, individual schedules, and anticipation, thousands of fans gathered to see the members standing together on stage once again. The venue was filled with light sticks, screams, music, and overwhelming excitement. Every appearance, every smile, every interaction between the members became a moment that fans wanted to remember. And then, in the middle of all that energy, the camera focused on Jimin. It wasn't a dramatic announcement. The music didn't suddenly stop. Nobody made a major statement. It was simply a few seconds of Jimin looking in Jungkook's direction. But sometimes, those tiny unscripted moments can attract more attention than the biggest performances. Some ARMY felt that Jimin looked unusually serious, almost as if he was trying to understand something happening around Jungkook. Others believed it was simply Jimin naturally watching another member on stage. And many fans reminded everyone that a facial expression alone cannot reveal exactly what someone is thinking or feeling. That point is important. During a BTS concert, the members are dealing with bright stage lights, loud music, choreography, cameras, thousands of fans, and constant movement. A serious expression can simply mean concentration. A particular glance can happen naturally without carrying a deeper message. Still, fans couldn't help noticing the moment. Jimin and Jungkook have spent years growing together as members of BTS. They experienced trainee days, their debut, difficult periods, worldwide success, countless concerts, international travel, and many different stages of their careers together. Because of that history, even ordinary interactions between them can feel meaningful to longtime ARMY. When fans see Jimin looking at Jungkook, they don't just see two people standing on a stage. They may remember years of performances, interviews, backstage moments, jokes, and memories that BTS has shared with their fans. That's why a simple glance can sometimes become a huge conversation. But there is an important difference between what the camera actually captured and what fans believe the moment might mean. The footage can show Jimin looking toward Jungkook. It can show a change in his expression. It can show where his attention was directed, but it cannot tell us exactly what was going through his mind. There is no reliable evidence from this brief moment alone that Jimin was angry, upset, disappointed, emotional, or secretly communicating a particular message to Jungkook. Those interpretations belong to the fans, not confirmed facts. Interestingly, Jungkook's position during the moment also caught people's attention. Throughout BTS concerts, Jungkook frequently interacts naturally with the other members, and cameras often capture spontaneous reactions that were never planned as part of the show. That's one of the things that makes live performances so special. Unlike a scripted scene, nobody knows exactly what will happen. From one second to the next, a member might make a joke. Someone might suddenly smile. Another member might react with a surprising expression. And sometimes the camera happens to capture that exact second. That may be what happened with Jimin in Chicago. One second he looked normal. The next second, his expression appeared more serious. Then, moments later, the concert continued as usual. For some fans, that was simply part of the natural atmosphere of a live BTS performance. For others, the moment felt strangely emotional. Not necessarily because they knew something had happened, but because they didn't know. That uncertainty created curiosity, and once the clip began circulating online, fans started replaying it, slowing it down, and examining every small detail. They looked at Jimin's eyes. They watched the direction of his gaze. They noticed his head movement. They looked at Jungkook's position. They even examined the reactions of the other members nearby. But after all the analysis, one fact remains. We cannot know the private meaning behind a facial expression unless Jimin or another reliable source explains it. So was Jimin holding something back? Maybe. Was he simply concentrating or reacting naturally to something happening on stage? That's also possible. Could it have been nothing more than a brief, ordinary interaction between two members? Absolutely. For now, there is simply not enough information to say. And perhaps that's what makes this Chicago moment so fascinating for ARMY. It reminds us that BTS concerts aren't only about perfectly performed songs and choreography. They are also about spontaneous reactions, unexpected interactions, laughter, emotions, and tiny moments that happen in real time. Fans may interpret those moments differently, but the safest conclusion is to enjoy what was actually shown without turning speculation into fact. One thing is certain, Jimin and Jungkook sharing the stage again gave ARMY another memorable moment to talk about. And whether that expression had a deeper meaning or was simply a fleeting reaction, the camera captured a few seconds that fans clearly won't forget anytime soon. What do you think? Did Jimin's expression look unusual to you? Or do you think ARMY may simply be reading too much into a normal concert moment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for BTS Heart so you don't miss the next BTS update. Stay tuned, ARMY.